Let's kick it off. Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos, Saturday, January 17th, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's what we're running out of. The best sports time zone, Central Time. Let's not forget that. So we have the Buffalo Bills beating the Jaguars last week. They now play the Broncos, who are coming off a bye week. And this is a revenge game. We saw Buffalo blow out Denver in the playoffs last year, 31-7. And now Denver's a different team. They went 14-3 this year. They're the number 1 seed. So let's see how that progresses. Right now, the line is a bit telling. It bounced around from 1.5 to the other side, 1.5. Has not touched 2 on either side. That would be extreme value. 44% of the bets and 44% of the money right now is on Broncos minus 1.5. So Denver, last week, they had a first-round bye. Nothing really to chat about there. You sat there. Bo Nix probably ate some goldfish. He strikes me as a guy that has a very nice snack cabinet. And it would have a lot of the fun snacks. He would be that, way too in-shape teenager, but then also has tasty cakes and ho-hos and goldfish just laying around his house. And he's definitely the house that's like, whoa, this is some cool snacks. I was not that house. Great house I lived in, but it was not the snack house. Just too healthy. Too healthy. Last week, Buffalo defeated Jacksonville 27-24. Kind of felt like they almost left it all out there. When we're going to dive into these games, we're going to chat about the visitors first. So Buffalo Bills, look, it's the Josh Allen effect, Josh Allen in the playoffs. Every single aspect about the Bills was better. About the Jaguars was better than the Bills. Sure, maybe James Cook is better than ETN, but not by an insanely wide margin, especially the 2 ways these teams have been playing this year. Josh Allen, 306 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he's banged up. We saw him go out of the game. We saw him go in the concussion tent, a lot of bad stuff. Depleted arsenal. You have that. Is that even a word? Arsenal? Arsenal. That's what I want to do. But that sounds too soccery, so I want to avoid that. Now, Gabe Davis, gone. Shavers, tore his ACL last week. So who are you going to throw to? I guess you have Shakir, you have your tight ends, and Cookie. Brandon Cooks is, I guess, going to also be pretty good. I don't know. Buffalo is 1-0 ATS this postseason, so they covered as short dogs last week. Let's see what happens. When you're playing the Denver Broncos, though, in Mile High, it's a different atmosphere. This Denver defense led the NFL in 68 sacks this season, only allowing 18.3 points per game. Now, Broncos won 11 one-possession games. Kind of makes you feel like the Vikings of last year, where it's like, oh, you have a really good quarterback, really good coach, but you keep getting bailed out. They were down 33-0 to the New York Giants. Sad, bad, which I don't know how that's going to handle in the playoffs. Now, they do have a rest advantage. Sean Payton, very good coach. All I hear is about how much of a great offensive-minded coach Sean Payton is. Maybe I'm just too young to truly experience Drew Brees era, although I did run a lot of forwards on the Wii for NFL Madden 2008 with Drew Brees. So basically, I have the same attitude and the same brain that Kevin Petula has, because God, why did they still had him on as coach? But it's fine, they fired him. Go Birds. And let's try to get back on track here. Howie Roseman downplayed AJ Brown talk and called the wide receiver a great player. That's good to know. Here's the thing. They have a rest advantage. When you give Sean Payton prep in time, he's 8-1 at home this season. Now, the regression trap is going to be something in there. Road teams coming off shout out Evan Abrams, a low turnover game in Buffalo faced a +2 turnover margin team, Denver. They're only 34% straight up. That's 111 in 2004. Bad. Explosive play regression. Denver's 10-1 when allowing 5 or fewer explosive plays. Buffalo's offense relies heavily on Allen's ability to get 20 yards. We saw it last week where he dropped back, no one's open, he just threw it up there. Thankfully, Brandon Cooks was there and caught it, but that necessarily wasn't guaranteed. Now, here's the thing. Similar to the Rams-Panthers game, Denver's path is going to be through their rush defense, number 2. So they're going to try to force Buffalo on long third downs. However, we saw Buffalo get bottled up. They knew that James Cook and Josh Allen, that leg duo, was going to do it. And the Jaguars, I don't know if they have the number 1 ranked rush defense. I know it's at least in the top 5. They haven't allowed any rush to go above 75 yards this season. They held that, but Buffalo still found a way to score. And what I thought was interesting about that Buffalo game is they didn't wait to the second half. So they're obviously going to be the public darling in this game. How do you not? It's Josh Allen, it's Haley Steinfeld, it's Bo Nix, and whoever. Remember when Zach Wilson first entered the league and there was all that talk about, him and someone's mom? What a time to be alive. Now, Denver's pass rush, 68 sacks, is going to be a nightmare matchup for Buffalo's offense because I do believe they're going to be able to stop the run. Now, that game was very close when they played against Jacksonville. Can it flip? My prediction is going to be Denver Broncos on the money line. Sorry, Josh Allen, it might come to an end, but keep in mind, this is mostly fueled by the fact that I have a future on the Bills to win it all plus 900. So keep that in mind. If you can get at either team plus 2, if there could be a live line at plus 3, take it either side. Hope this is a field goal game. I think that's the play there. I know the smart play is to do Denver Broncos, but my God, do I want to do the Bills. But look, we're going Broncos here, people.